Hello, Puli. Welcome in. Yes, it is Pokemon Day. Pokopia. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. We will be going to the game screen in just a moment. So I've been playing a lot of Pokopia. It's been a little obsession. I think it's been an obsession with a lot of people. And I'm really excited to play again here on stream with you all. My dog has decided to enter. I don't think she knows what she wants to do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on over into our game screen now. And we have been doing a lot to our world. I've done quite a bit since we last played. I did get Snorlax, but I found out you can't, like, take him anywhere. He just sits in his little cave of gloom, which is sad. But maybe eventually. I am not sure if there's been updates. I got an update for the game last night, but I'm not sure if there was anything like involved with that update, so we shall see. But I think the first thing I should show you is our little house. I've got a house now, and we go down this beautiful flower path. Me and Bulbasaur live here. Oh, wait. Hello, Khaleesi. Hitmonchan. Oh, he got me a present. What is that? Rope. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the update was, but I did get one last night. It didn't take too long, but yeah. Here is my house. Isn't it so cute? I haven't fully, like, decorated it because I haven't got much furniture unlocked, but I've put what I've found in here, and I love it. Look at these little Pokemon snacks. Don't you just want to eat them? And we have some tea, because I thought that was fitting. And my little sippy cup, and my bag, and my plushies. I still have a lot of plushies to find. Yes, it is. I agree. So yeah. We now have a house, and Bulbasaur is our roommate, and he gives me little hearts. Then we have our storage, and I forgot what this Pokemon's called, but I have a statue of him. So we finally finished our little neighborhood over here, and I think I've got everyone living in their houses. And we've got our little neighborhood over here. Everyone just hangs out and has a good time. I love it. And then I need to do something with Onyx's house because it's not the nicest. It's just in here. Stinky. He likes the stinky rocks. And then we have these little houses up here, which are all surrounded by flowers. And they are beautiful. So yes, let us check our... Okay, our environment level is currently level 7, which is very good. Well, I think it's very good anyway. And our stamps. We got another Gengar stamp today. And I know Puli will appreciate that because, you know, the best Pokemon in his eyes. So we've got Gengar, Charmander. Is that Squirtle's evolution? I don't know his name. But yeah. The stamp rally. I do like collecting my stamps. And we did unlock a new Fancy time? Yes. Hopefully they'll add happy flaps. You've happy flapped twice now. You need to get used to unlocking that every chat, so you can be the highest score of happy flaps. But yeah, we'll go, like, I unlocked a new Pokemon area, I guess you could say, so I was thinking we could have a little go in that today, do some of the quests, and then to end the stream we'll go and we'll give an offering to Snorlax, because he likes food. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him one bit, because I also love food. We're summoning the puppas today. Oh, they're coming in. There they are. Aren't they the cutest mascots? Along with Arthur, of course. We did have a new art piece made for him, and he is glorious. Okay. No, I think this is like the mining district. Because where's that guy? Manchan or whatever his name is? The big muscly guy. He was flexing for me yesterday. I don't know where he's gone. But yeah, this is our new area. It's kind of volcanic and cool. We got Skull Bunny, is it? Is that his name? Skull Bunny, yeah. Which is fun. Okay. Okay, we have to save someone. I have a feeling someone's in that barrel on the ceiling. Do I get to break stuff? He's up there, I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, I have to hit him. Okay, let's cut through the chain. Let's get up there and do some business. We'll get our blades out. Oh. I thought you were going to cut the chain. Come on, don't get my hopes up and let me down like that. Who does this sound like? What kind of Pokemon would act like this? He's getting told off. Who's a cooking Pokemon? I don't know any cooking Pokemons. I don't think. You might make something that gives you 100 times your strength, but surely you can manage 10 times. Oh, he wants us to cook for him now? Oh my goodness. Sounds fun. Okay. Now let's start with the basics. A salad. Okay, he's gonna sing us the instructions to make a salad. We need leaves. We need to cut them on a chopping board. Okay, that's it. We just have to chop up some leaves. Okay, we're gonna make a cutting board and then chop up leaves. Okay. What Pokemon could cut a board delicately and beautifully? Dartrix, okay. We need to find a Dartrix. Oh, he doesn't need a lot. He needs a pointy tree, shaded rock, tall grass. Oh my goodness. He's a bougie boy. He needs full grass, one rock, and a giant tree. Okay. Anything else? Let's get this gold Pokeball. Okay, I can make an iron chair now, which is delightful. Okay, we have those types of trees over there. Let's have a little look. Oh, there he is. What's this dude's name? He's in his little underwear. Should we take a... Is this... Listen, okay, we're gonna be doing this for, scientific purposes. How does one zoom in? Look at him, he's so majestic. Oh, that's how you zoom in. Okay, is this creepy? Probably. I'm stuck. But things... This is for research, okay? Pose for us. Pose. Pose. He's not posing, but you know. He gets the point. So we need a boulder up against this tree. And it was grass? Question mark. Let's see. I can't remember what orientation the grass went. We just have to hope for the best. I think I did it. Yes! We did it. Okay, we made the habitat. Now we just have to wait for him. Like losers. Oh my goodness. Let's water these plants while we wait. Let us water the plants. Sir, please. You're already walking around half naked. We do not need you interrupting our watering time either. I need to find where the water... up there. We can break this. We can break this. And we can break this up here. I can't wait until I can start moving water. I want to make my own pond. Which could either go wonderfully or very badly. Okay, now we have the water moving, which is great, and the sprinklers are sprinkling, which is even better. Beautiful. Look at this. Oh, we have weed. Is that weed? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Just what I want to see. And what's this? Is this ready? No, it looks good. Looks like... I don't know. I don't know what it looks like, but I want it. Dampened dirt. So this game has literally become my obsession. I know I said that before, but I'm gonna say it again. It is so addictive. It's like Animal Crossing all over again, and it's made me want to play Animal Crossing again. Although I probably shouldn't start Animal Crossing. Otherwise I'll just overwhelm myself with games. Oh my god, look. He's here. He loves us. Dude. No. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't walking my path then, and you'll be fine. Am I talking to Pokemons? Yes, I am. But, okay. So, it was made by the team that created the Dragon Builder series. Yes, I loved the Dragon Quest builders. I think that's the one I played. I feel like maybe, like, if I enjoyed the Dragon Quest builders, I'd enjoy the other games. So I should give them a go. But I'm not sure if that's something people would like to see on stream. I think it could be cool. Okay, that's about our Pokemon, yeah. Because I know it's like an old game and not something people are probably that interested in watching. But I mean, I'd be interested, so do I care? Who knows? Yes, I know. I need to get Stardew done. But I'm loving Stardew. And I've already got plans for when Stardew is done. I'm hoping to do a full modded run. Which is exciting. I've been watching a lot of modded. Oh god, is he there? He's gonna have to wait 2 seconds. I've got many ideas, but I feel like I just don't have enough time. And I mean, I could increase the amount of times I stream during the week, but I think I'm just gonna stick to the 3 days for now. But I do feel like I need to play Stardew a bit more, otherwise we're not gonna get anywhere. Who is over here? Let us check. And yes, my video is... Well, I've been editing my video today, hoping to get the video out by the end of the month, because I'm going for more long form content when it comes to YouTube videos. But I'm hoping to have like a video a month, because I don't want to just rush edit. Oh, look how cute this little guy is. Oh my goodness, he's got like a little bow tie. That's cute. But yes, the video is going good. I'm excited. I'm loving it so far. Again, it's one of those things where I feel like I might have to step back from the modded Minecraft that we do on this channel so that I can focus on my realm, because I feel like I'm neglecting it a lot. So maybe I'll do like Stardews on Sundays and Tuesdays now, and then Pokemon on Thursdays, and then just bring Minecraft in like now and again so that I can focus on filming the videos. But who knows? Who knows? I've got a lot I could do, but it's a lot. I don't know if I'm making any sense. My brain just can't like piece what I'm thinking out loud. But yes, if you want to subscribe to my main YouTube channel that I've just created, the link is down below. It's the main channel, and also the VODs channel. If you want to also subscribe to that, you can put those on in the background, and that supports me too. Oh, we can make a reef now. Beautiful. Okay. I keep getting a pop-up for ads. I'm gonna snooze it this one last time. But then in 10 minutes we will have to put the ad break up, I'm afraid. Thank you, Pooley, for putting that up. Hey, Ditto, you okay? You're looking at me like that. Oh, I know. You want to discuss aesthetics and the pursuit of beauty with me, right? Can you make cutting boards? That is what we want. Yes, we do need the most beautiful cutting board ever to exist. Ooh, he wants us to make a perch. Oh my god. I love pigeons, so this is great. I would love to have a pigeon perch in my garden for all my pigeons that come and visit me. Okay, that would be picturesque. I love this bird. He is sassy. Okay, let's make a perch for a good boy. I think that is what we need to do. Did we get the recipe or did we just get the perch? I think we just got the recipe. Where is my workbench? Where is my workbench? There it is. I knew I had one. Let us begin our crafting of the day. What is that? Ooh. I can display things now? That's beautiful. Okay, where's our perch? If anyone sees it, and I don't because, you know, I'm blind, let me know. There it is. We need small logs, which we have, and we need a leaf. Okay. We need leaves. Sometimes I press the buttons on the control I'm using and it doesn't like register. But I want to get a pretty control for the Switch. I think I deserve it. Where are you? Where did he go? Oh my god, dude. Where did you flutter off to? Did he want me to put it down, or did he just want my guy? Let us check. Oh, we leveled up. Fun. New items are available. Beautiful. Okay. I completed the gather veggies quest as soon as I logged in, but I didn't harvest any, so we'll see. Oh. Okay. That was a lot. We have a microphone now? Oh my god. Okay, I'm straight away buying the backpack upgrade. We can get 3 stone dens. Okay. Oh wait, no. I don't want to spend that much. I don't need that many dens. We'll buy 3 for now. I've already got a Pikachu fountain. I don't need another one yet. Stepping stones. Beautiful. I want it. This is where I waste all my money on pretty things. Flowers. Yes. Thank you. And we'll buy some habitats so we can get some more Pokemons in here. A microphone and a bird perch. Oh my goodness. I want a bird to sing to me like that. That would be beautiful. Let's check out what this is. What is this? I want to be in a hot spring. Hello? That looks glorious. Okay. We've gathered stone. Okay, so in 9 minutes an ad will start. I will go to the break screen. Where is this bird? Where did he go? Can he fly? Like, dude, where did you go? Am I just blind, or can I just not see this dude? If anyone sees him, let me know, please. Oh yes, this is the one where we get the mining carts. I'm so excited to go around on those. Okay, I got a new recipe. I am looking for this bird dude that I just unlocked. What's his name? He's a bird and he has a fancy bow tie. That's all I can say. He was literally just up there. I think I'm going crazy. Is he up here? Like, dude. I'm gonna spend the entire time just lucky. There he is. He's flying. He's cheating. That's why. No problem, Poolie. That's why I can't see him. That's so rude. Okay, let's give you your bird perch. Is that what you want now? Oh my goodness. Okay, he's making us a cutting board. Oh, those moves. Those moves. That's cool. A ad will be starting in 7 minutes. Okay. Did we get our cutting board? I think we got our cutting board. Did we? Or did we just learn a new move? I don't know. Or did we learn how to make it? That's what I'm confused of here. There it is. Okay. We can make it. Beautiful. Okay, the ad is going to start now. First one. Beautiful. Okay, salads are supposed to have a bunch of leaves, right? That sounds so cool. Wish I could have some too. Okay, we're gonna make a salad with scorbunny. And I think that sounds delightful. Sorry, I was just drinking some coffee. Okay, let's put our chopping board over here. Makes sense. We are gonna be chefs. Oh, I need another leaf. Where are my handy dandy blades of destruction? I need cactus so much material, it's ridiculous. Okay, Scorbunny, let's go. We are gonna make the best salad anyone has ever seen in their entire life. Cook. Okay, let's start cooking. Let us go. Oh, we made a simple salad. Well, he's crunching and he's munching. Okay, and then we have to eat it. Oh, look at him eating. That's so cute. Oh, we leveled up my ability. That's cool. Okay. Okay, I powered up leafage, but that's not what we needed. And now... yeah, okay. Ooh, okay. I'm more cool is basically what he's saying here. So what am I doing now? Okay. So what they're trying to tell us is that we should eat salad and it will like level us up. That is what I'm taking from this situation. Hello, welcome back in from the ads. I'm hoping they weren't too bad. It's just a warm-up for the next dish. I'll teach you that power-up. Okay, why didn't you teach us that dish first? Are you sure you really want out of that barrel, dude? Does he really want out of that barrel? He looks like a meat stick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, we're making dough. Okay. We need a bread oven. Oh, now we need to summon Torkel. This is where the hot springs are coming to place. Okay. Do I need to make another salad? Is this what it's saying? We are chef pros. Okay, we've made our salad. Now we need to go to the hot springs. Which were over here, right? Is this where they are? Here they are. Oh my goodness. I wanna be in the hot springs, man. I miss baths so much. I used to love hot baths. Now I have to book a hotel just to have one. So sad. My guy, I love it. Let us beat up some rocks while we're here. I got another doll. Oh, that's so cool. So all I have to do is put a doll down and he comes running. Love that. I do have minecarts, okay. This is such a chill game. I also love that we can go for a minecart ride. It gives me Minecraft vibes. Although I've never fully like built a good Minecrafty minecart ride. Oh, that's a thing. Maybe we should make a minecart roller coaster on Minecraft. Sounds fun, right? I've seen people doing it on the create mod, and it looks like so much fun. I'm just not talented enough for that. And we have a little stop sign. Beautiful. Okay, we've restored a railroad crossing habitat. Hello? Are we that good? I think we are. Ow. You knocked me on my head, dude. Is that a trace of a Pokemon? Or is it Inspector? Okay. It's traces of a Pokemon. It's not actually a Pokemon. He looks like a weird dude. I like that. Put some limestone here. That looks creepy. I don't like that. want to read about this. Dude, let's inspect. Okay, someone needs more help to do something. Story of our lives, bro. Was that something behind there too? Who knows? My guy. Why you like that? That's creepy. Oh my goodness, look how cute. He's a little tortoise for the cloud. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I kind of just want to poke the cloud on his back. Is that weird? It probably is. Okay. Okay, so now we have to tidy up the path. And I understand, dude, but at the end of the day... It's so much work. Oh my lord. He wants a beautiful pathway so he can slide himself around. Is what I'm hearing. And I understand. So, what we're doing next is building a pathway. Why are the walls so weird? That is going to be my one question. Why? Also, hello to our lookers. I hope you're doing well. I have another little crafting area in this area, which is good. He didn't say what kind of pathway he wants. So let me see what I can do. The game, I am really loving it. I feel like it's gonna be a new fashion. Is it the limestone flooring? Is this the floor he wants? Let's see. It's just one of those games where you can just turn your brain off and just go. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. It's like with Animal Crossing, you just sort of vibe. I'm hoping this is the kind of pathway he wanted, because this is the pathway he's getting. Although these minecarts come like right through here, so... Don't really think about that. Oh, we want that. Thank you. Look at me go punching rocks. If I could do that in real life, it would be so great. Just saying. Imagine the anger you could take out. I'm not sure I put so much time into Animal Crossing. I think I do, yes. But then I never fully completed Animal Crossing. So I'm not sure I can really say that I prefer one over the other. Because whilst they're similar, they're still two different games, you know? And I love them both. Also, Animal Crossing was like a game through COVID, and I think it brought a lot of people a lot of comfort at that time. I'm just sad my island got deleted. I spent like the entirety of COVID working on that island, and it just disappeared. It just made me so sad. I think this is the flooring. The block placing I still need to get used to. It's still a little weird for me. And I'm not much of a third person kind of person. I think I'm getting better at it. I'm at least getting used to it a bit more. See, now I want to go back to Animal Crossing, man. Gee. Oh, I placed a block. I was too busy thinking about Animal Crossing. I'm gonna have to make more of these. Oh my. We are definitely gonna have to make more. See, because this one disappears through into a wall. Yes, I think it provided a lot of people with a lot of comfort. I'm just sad that my world that I spent that entire time on is gone. I don't know how, it's just gone. Yes. I remember the spider farming. Yep. It was terrifying. Dude, I am staying buff. What are you on about? Look at this. I have the muscles of a warrior. Yeah, Animal Crossing was great. I had my Studio Ghibli island. It was all based off Studio Ghibli and I adored it. But it's gone now and that makes me sad. I think that just stopped me from playing. Because I'd put so much work into that and then it just disappeared. And I was like, no, I can't do that. And I tried getting back into it, I just could not. They did a mix of tiles, I like that. But I think I can do that afterwards. I'm not sure, I just logged into my Switch one time, loaded up, and it was like back at the beginning. I don't know why. Like, and I tried to like see if my save was still there, but it wasn't. I'm not sure because I had a different save on my Switch Lite that it might have got corrupted with that. I'm not sure, but I lost it. I think that's why I just ultimately stopped playing it. Because I'm the sort of person that, like, I know the whole point of the game is to continue, like, refreshing, like, starting new and creating new islands and stuff, but for me, as a little autistic girl, I put my love into that island, you know? So I would have probably, like, continued just playing on that island. I hold the smallest things very sentimental, and that island was very sentimental to me. I'm out of bricks already, no. Am I hungry? I'm hungry. Where's my salad? Maybe if we drop the mine down the one level here. Just clean it up a little bit. Because it's a bit of a mess. Might just clean this bit up too. What the hell? What's a steak got to do with my poor corrupted Animal Crossing? That's rude. Not actually, my little character is hungry. I'm learning to cook from a Pokemon in a barrel. These walls remind me of, you know that scene with Nancy and... what's his name? In the last season of Stranger Things, where all that white gooey stuff is trying to eat them alive. That's what that reminds me of. No, it wasn't Steve, it was the other one. The boyfriend. Steve was not the boyfriend, he was the ex-boyfriend. Jonathan, that's the one. The upside down kid's brother, you know? Jonathan's his name. He looks a bit derpy. They go out in real life. What an awful show that was in the end. I kinda wanna border this with mossy soil. I think that would look nice. Terrible. Don't even start me on it. My dog could write a better ending to a show than they. Oh god. I'm not saying something because my dogs would write a show about biscuits. Hello Pika, welcome in. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm here vibing on Pokopia. Just vibing it out. Although now I'm doing this, I've realized I haven't given myself a way out. So... Oh, you lost a Valorant game? No. I'm so sorry. I know how it feels when you lose in your games. Especially competitive ones. It's like me on Overwatch. Yeah, I had to cancel on Tuesday. Things weren't that great for me, I'm afraid. But I'm here today, and I'm probably gonna make up for it with an extra stream on the weekend. Probably do like a Stardew weekend, where we play Stardew all weekend, maybe. Oh, I get that. I play with Chris, my friend. The mod that I call Chris, you know, Chris. And we tilt a lot. Yesterday we were playing, and we were both playing tank, because we're trying to learn tank. And it was honestly like we had no other teammates. It was ridiculous. And they were like, well, it's your fault for not protecting, but it's like, dudes. The part of the tank's job is to create space, not to protect your butt, you know? Oh, great times. We're just here watering the grass. I should be making more limestone tiles, but I have run out of stone again. Well, yeah. It is. Or that you, like, need to literally scream it at them. And even then, they still don't like to accept that they're wrong. It's very, very, very annoying. I'm usually a support player, and in games that have like healer or support roles, I'm not sure if you know, but like us supports get a lot of shit, basically. It's always the healer or the supporter's fault. You could give them 20k healing and it'd still be your fault. I just suddenly got a craving for iced coffee. Oh, I got a Clefairy doll. That's so cute. That's one in my house. Yeah, I get that. I played Overwatch since it came out, so yeah. And of course, like in all games like Overwatch and Apex, I prefer the support healer role because it's just my favorite. I know lots of people went from Overwatch and they started playing that Marvel Rivals game, but I just couldn't bring myself to even download that game. Beautiful tree. Fir trees are my favorite, or pine trees. They're so pretty. And they remind me of Christmas, so... These cave mushrooms are so cute. Yeah, it is a lot like Overwatch. It's basically just Marvel, but Overwatch. That's what I always say. Mm-hmm. I completely feel that. Apex is so toxic. I played it again a week or two ago, just to see how it was. And I actually did get some good teammates. I was like, I even told them, dudes, I'm a noob. You're gonna have to go easy. And they were fine with it. Usually you get so much abuse. But they were pretty chill, which was nice. But I played Rainbow Six Siege as well. They are also very toxic in that community. I think in Overwatch though, it's a lot less toxic. Like, you still get those people obviously, like you do in any game. But I don't know, I haven't found it as bad. Rainbow Six is fun, but you have to know the maps and the characters, like, and the community is just a little toxic. But it is a lot of fun, especially if you like those sorts of competitive games. I enjoyed Rainbow Six. We'll make 60. I think I tried CS though, but I just didn't like it, or I just couldn't get into it. It didn't give anything unique or different enough for me to like stick to it, if that makes sense. Where did those floors go? There they are. I played Valorant once, I do believe. The thing with those types of games, though, I just don't like playing on my own, so... Yeah, I think, like, I played Valorant a little, like, not much, but a little bit. I prefer the graphics on Valorant. And the gameplay style. I don't know, I just really like the cartoony, anime-ish style graphics. I'm not sure if that's what you would call them, but I think they're super pretty. And then we can go down. But no, I feel like my gaming style recently has just changed so much. Like, I like Overwatch, and like, I still like Apex, I just have no one to play with at this moment in time. And I'm not sure I really want to play it at this moment in time. But I'm really gravitating more towards like single player, like more cozy-ish style games. Like this Pokopia Stardew Valley. I was playing an early access game called Star Rapture, which I really liked. Where is the photo op? I want to take photos. Where are you? Why are we taking a picture of him in the bath? Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Oh my god, why? I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, Apex is that kind of thing. Like, early on, you get like very low-level games that aren't that challenging. That's why I play ranked as soon as I can. Hydrate, thank you. Does coffee count? I'll drink the water, it's fine. Thank you, thank you. Coffee hydration, it counts, right? Come on. Although I'm drinking coffee, it just makes me sleepy. Coffee has the adverse effect on me, which is great because I love it and I can drink it anytime. It's the same with energy drinks. Energy drinks put me to sleep too, which I feel like is not what they're supposed to do. I'm just gonna put dirt under here. It really does. It like puts me into a good sleep, man. It's great. Okay. Put that block there. Where's the block there? Okay, beautiful. I sleep so good after I've drunk coffee. And if anyone knows me, I love sleep. My friends are always like, what have you done today? Well, I took a real good nap. I love naps. Oh my goodness. Sleep on stream. Let's see if this dude likes his pathway that I've spent my time creating for him. I'll just take a quick nap. Moss. A new Pokemon? I don't mind if I do. That would be very funny. Oh, I can do vines now. Fun. No, no. Not on my stones, dude. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. I was watching a streamer the other day, and they were like, okay, I'm just gonna go make coffee. And it was like 20 minutes later, and the mod was like, I think she's fallen asleep again, guys. And she had fallen asleep. It's that thing where you just go and you're like, I'm just gonna like lie down for like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then bam, you're snoring your face off. Yeah, falling asleep is an issue. I don't think I would though. Not unless I was doing some like long ass stream for something, but yeah, I don't think I would fall asleep. My dogs wouldn't let me. They'd be like, Mother, you cannot nap without us. And they would just beat me up. Okay, let us see if this dude can walk on this pathway. Oh, he's gonna need stairs. What a gremlin. He's cute. Otherwise, we would not be doing this for him. Where are the stairs? Here they are. Okay. Love it. Love it. So chic. Oh god, I didn't finish. I need to... My guy. Little guy. I don't have enough again. Oh my lord. You know that feel where you are just existed and feel incomplete after you ended with a defeat? Okay. Yep. Yep. Totally understand that. Or when you like play your best and you still lose and you're like, how? Like that should have been a win. And you just feel like empty. You're like, is my best not enough? And in the back of your head is just some sad music playing. The things we do for the pizza oven, my dudes. We need the limestone. Hopefully this will be enough. I am hoping. What is this brick? Grass flooring? I kind of want to see what that will look like. Let us see. Dudes, come on. Thank you. Maybe I'll blend in with the moss, or is it just going to be too grass looking? Is it too grass looking? I think it's too grass looking. Hello, brother. Welcome in. You took your time getting here. My mods are either late or lurkers. There's no in between. Okay. Do not delete that stack, woman. I'm not sure I like the grass. I'm like unsure. We'll wait and see on that one. My guy, can you walk now? Or are you just gonna sit in the bath? You're gonna try? No, you are. You're gonna go. Come on. But dude, I feel that on a whole level. This is too tiring. I agree. Let's go for a nap. Oh, he's loving life. Look at him go. I just want to poke the little cloud on his back though. But I feel like that would be seen as rude. I have so many plushies. I love it. God, he's speedy. I'm coming, little guy. After I do this, that's gonna annoy me. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. He's going. He's walking. He is singing a tune. You got this, little dude. We have all faith that you can get to the other side. Oh, he doesn't like that bit. Well, you decided to go off the pathway. That's not on me. You made it. We need a bread oven. I need to make French bread, please, sir. Oh god. Did we fall asleep during this story? My face says it all, I think. Thank you, Pika, for the posture check. It's always a reminder I need. Make sure you're all staying hydrated and stretching too. Okay. Let's go, buddy. Follow me. We need to make a bread oven. Oh, what do I need? I need a small log. Dudes. We need to go and chop some wood. There we go. Let's make it. I would love like a pizza bread oven in real life. In the garden, that would be so nice. I mean, yes, probably. Okay, so now what do I do? Do I have to... Was it wheat I had to do? I swear it was wheat, right? Or did I have to put... cook? Okay. Wheat, wheat, wheat. Let's start cooking! 1 loaf of simple bread. Oh, he's eating it. That's so cute. That is so cute. Where's mine? Did he eat mine? No, he didn't. Okay. Let's eat our bread. Yes, I am complete gremlin. We've powered up side. Nice. I always call myself a gremlin. Everyone calls me a gremlin. I like wake up in the morning, I've got like the quilt over my head and I'm just like coffee. And my dogs are the same. Oh wait, did I have to give? Thank you! Yes, I did make some nice bread. Head pats. Oh god, Chris would be here making fun of that. He'd be saying head pats because I'm short. Nice, we cut straight through those chains. Now who's in this barrel? It's been annoying me. My face says it all. Yes. Yes. He would say yes. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. I mean, I'm gonna say it now, like, I need his plushie. Along with Muslax. He's adorable. Look at that moustache. How the heck did he get in that barrel for one, though? Greedent. He's a greedy Pokemon? Feel that, dude. Chef Dente. Oh, he caught us sweeties. How cute. My dog would love to chase him. I am just putting that out there now. That being the smallest of the lot would love to chase this dude. I feel like I need to search for a plushie for her so she can have it. My dogs are crazy sometimes. Right? Although I feel like she would probably hump it to death, I'm not gonna lie. She's an old lady like that. I need to search for a plushie now, oh my goodness. People. We're so lucky I can't get my web browser up. He has a wonderful idea. Oh my god, look at him with his little frying pan. That's so cute. Okay, of course we are. Oh my goodness. I am so busy, people. So busy. Okay, Scorch Bunny, you can stay here now. We are gonna go back to my house. I have plushies to put in my house. I feel like these are meant for Pokemon summoning, but they're mine. If they want plushies, they can get their own. Okay, we're in our house. I am home. Yes, I have plushies to put in places. Like, look at Clefairy. She is so cute. Can I put her on the chair? No. That is rude, and I don't appreciate that. Where can she go? She needs her own spot. Can I jump up on here? Okay. I want to put her on this table. She is going to be in prime place. Look at her. She is adorable in my life. And then I have to put my bag back on the wall because, you know, fashion. Dude. Dude. What do you mean I can't get it up there? Yes, I can. Beautiful. And then I have this dude. Oh my god, he's huge. I love him. Yeah, I love Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's one of my favorites too. But look at this dude. I don't want to give it to Drifloon. He's mine. I wish I could put them on my bed. That would be cute. Now, do I have any other cool furniture? I don't think I do. But I do have a cool seat. Oh my god, it looks squishy too. I love that. Yes, I do. Look at them. Look at my Pikachu bee. I have two actually. Two of each. It makes me want all these plushies. I need to leave before I start like making a list of all the plushies I want to buy. Yeah, me and Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's my roommate. He is the cutest guy. I love him. I love Bulbasaur so much. No, but look at my stamp card. Hang on. I got 2 Gengars on my little stamp card. Look at this. 2 Gengars. How cool. I'm hoping, I'm not sure if he's in Pokopia, but if he is, I am working my way to get him. I already have Snorlax or Muslax. But he's not allowed out of his cave. I just have to give him food. I wish I could bring him out of his cage, but, you know. Your brethren are, they are fine. They are all nice and cozy in there. Where's Bulbasaur? I want a Bulbasaur plushie now too. Okay. Oh, I hate inventory management. You. It's like in Minecraft. I just need automatic storage. All my blocks are full. Oh my life. No, flowers don't go in there. We have metal ore. Am I gonna have to make another chest? I feel like I am. Yeah, I actually really enjoy organizing in Minecraft, but then I build like a big redstone contraption that organizes for me, so I don't really do much. But a new game called Hytale came out, like, was it in January or February? And the storage was not automatic, and it was driving me crazy. I need to play Hytale again. It's a lot of fun. Where's my food chest? Or should I say food and plants? I just wish I could access this kind of storage from wherever I am. Sadly, I cannot, but it's not too hard to get here. Oh look, I have a Pikachu couch too. Should we have that outside? Now we are truly living life. And my fossils. Where do I put those? In here. Okay, now we have an empty storage, but I do need food. I also need to donate to the dude over in the house thing. I just can't remember what he needed. Okay, so an ad is about to play, so I'll go ahead and put that up now. Pikachu is... okay, he's a couch. But he is cute. This Pokeball's been annoying me. Okay. Pokemon ingots, not bad. Magikarp still creeps me out, man. Look at him flopping around like that. Creeps me out so much. Okay, we have to donate to this. And I need more wheat. I need wheat seeds, my bros. Give me wheat seeds. Someone. Anyone. Literally, he freaks me out. He just flops around everywhere. It's so creepy. I'm sorry, but you're kind of in the way, my dude. I'm harvesting my vegetables from my garden that you decided to live in, sir. Right? Poor little guy. Now I have to water my garden because you don't do it. Drobo. And he's complaining. He always complains, this one. I should probably bring Squirtle along with me to the garden, because he would probably water the plants with me, but... yeah. I don't know where Squirtle is. He's somewhere around here. He is somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay, no tomatoes. We found a Pokemon trace. That's Squirtle's evolution, right? I don't know his name. I've got you, buddy. You will be mine. You've been around here. No, I put that in the wrong place. God damn it. My dude, I need to move that. Welcome back to anyone who... Do I still have the power? No. Who is in the raids? There we go. Now I can move the rock. That's what I like. I kind of want to move it this way. So... No. Pull. Thank you. Like, look how strong I am. I'm so strong. We can't pull? Okay. I feel that. Beautiful! I really want Bulbasaur and Squirtle's evolutions and Charmanders. Wait, don't I have Squirtles? No, I don't. Whose evolution do I have? Piplups, okay. I knew I had one evolution, I just didn't know which one. Now we're just moving rocks that have been irritating me this entire time. Beautiful. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that area yet, but I'll do something. Should we go feed Snorlax? He needs his daily snack. I am home. Why are you weirdly outside my house, dude? Oh, it's raining here. Beautiful. What did I get? Ooh, vertical stride. Yeah, he's like just outside my house. Kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Piplup. Of course I have a minute. What are we doing now? Oh, I have the proud emote. Cute. Follow me. We'll feed Snorlax and then we'll go swimming with Piplup. I'll show you all my new ability that I have not yet shown off to you. Our Lord and Savior, Snorlax. Isn't he so beautiful? How do I do a little emote? There we go. There we go. We are thankful to our Lord, Snorlax. I want to kind of take a picture. Okay, I can't use the picture right now, but yeah. We will give you a token. You shall have a carrot. He accepted our offer. And Pokemon are now more likely to appear in habitats. You are very wise. Oh, great one. Oh, we're changing our expression. That one's so funny. Okay. I kind of want one with Piplup too. Wait. Can I do it like this? All of it's together! That's so cute. Okay, we're all good. We have that now. Let's look in our little Pokemon album. Oh, that's so cute! Yes, that is being saved. That is adorable. Okay, let's go swimming. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick 4 or 5 minute break, so I will leave you with some music. I shall not be long. We are back. I'm biting? Yeah. That's like a little happy bite, you know? Back to the game. And I'm asleep. Gonna take a quick drink. To all our lurkers, hello, welcome in. I hope you're having a good time. Please remember to stay hydrated and check your posture because, you know, that's important. Okay, look at my new ability. I'm so cute. Okay, we're gonna go swimming. I'm not in the greatest spot yet. Here we go. Are you swimming with us, Piplup? Yes. Thank you, thank you. We haven't got long left in the stream, but you know. This is the cutest little thing. The Lapras with the little hat. I think I also need a plushie of this. Just saying. I need all the plushies. These Ditto plushies are the cutest little things. No, go back into... Thank you. And I'm so jealous of people in Japan because they have access to them all because they're Japan Pokemon Center exclusives. Piplup, where are you? Oh, little buddy. It takes you a little while, huh? We're just swimming around, enjoying life. Plushies are a literal problem for me. I love them. I got a little mushroom guy today, and yeah, he's so cute. He reminds me of one of my little lair creatures that we summon occasionally. Are you cold? Well, why are you standing around outside? But yes, my only Pokemon plushies are my Munchlax. I have 2 Snorlax and a Gengar. I'll put a tomato here for someone. They're enjoying life. Yeah, I do. I love plushies. We've leveled up to number 5. Nice. Okay, let's go to the shop. What's in store? Ooh, ooh. Okay. Mini floodgate? What's that? Ooh. Interesting. The sand house is so cute. I want it now. I forgot to pause the music. That is the story of my life. I'm always forgetting to do something. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. I love plushies. There's this giant... I love pigeons. And there's this giant pigeon plushie that I really want. I've got the mini version and it's like on my desk. Because our channel mascot is obviously a pigeon. I will put him up next to me right now. But I'm obsessed with pigeons. I adore them. I think they're beautiful and smart, and yeah, there's a giant plushie that I want of him. But yes, we've had new channel art created. We have our Twitch mascot, Sir Arthur Featherbottom. What a great name, I know. If you go down below, you can click on the credits and you can see the art that has been made for us here on the channel. Yes, it's a fine town. I've been creating it. Yes, right? He's a cross between a pigeon and a dragon, which I thought was a cool concept considering they're like 2 of my favorites. I'm sure when I went... Important request complete, yeah. I'm sure when I went to the artist and said I want a cross between a pigeon and a dragon, they thought I was a little crazy. But listen. You know, two of my favorite things, I had faith. I have a washing machine. Are they trying to say my clothes stink? Okay. I want to try and play hide and seek with this dude. Let's play hide and sneak. Okay, have I gotta do this? Make it to the Pokemon Center and touch the PC without being spotted. Oh goodness. Okay, this is kind of fun. Why are you looking at me, Meow? Stop looking at me. I'm just a pole. Okay, no one's looking. We can continue. How am I gonna get up the stairs? Oh my goodness. Can I... Oh, okay, I can get up the stairs like this. How am I gonna do this? It's so scary. Do you think they can see me if I move? It's more Meowth. He's staring at me. Oh, weird. Do you think he knows? Or do you think he's just, you know... Turn the other way. Yeah, I think he turned out really cute and cool. Oh my goodness, why am I so nervous over this? I would. Oh, that's funny. Yes, you did lose. I am the superior hide and sneaker, okay? 0. They haven't found me once. What prize did I get? Oh, I got a carrot. Beautiful. Yep, I'm a pro. Thank you for the hiding sneak experience. We're gonna stop for now. Because I won and I don't want to lose because then I'll get very ragey. I keep getting fluff. Oh yes, I'm gonna make them all build my beautiful castle. Where do I want it to be? Where do I want my castle to be? I mean, it could go here, but I have to move things. No one lives here, right? No. Okay. Fun. I don't think I had anything in there. No, good, beautiful. Hello, don't mind me, just coming through. I'm gonna be right next to the Poke Center, which, you know, is my right. And we are gonna build our house, like, right here. Right here. Is that centered? There. Beautiful. Okay, I need more bricks. Oh my god, I need all these materials. We have to go back to our other house. Oh, I'm sorry, little cutie. I've arrived in plushy paradise. The dream. Okay, I forgot already what materials I needed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Was it sand, brick? Why am I like this? What? Stone. Did I have any bricks? I have no bricks. Oh man. What else did I need? Was it wood or lumber? I'm just gonna take a little bit of everything. Why not? Let's see. Now we need to go. Back to the beach. I need Torchic to make me some bricks. Torchic, where are you? There he is. Do you need a house? Is this what you're telling me? That's an empty house. Hopefully he can go in here. This is enough space, right? You are welcome. You can now get out of the cold. What's up, little buddy? Another gift? Oh my god, he's so cute. More fluff. He likes to give me fluff. Why you sat on the plate? Look at this. I need bricks. I need a load of them. Can I only make 10? Oh my goodness. Torchic, I need those bricks stat. As fast as humanly possible. Or as chicken possible. Well, forget I just... Oh, I didn't get seashells, man. Damn it. Now I have to go back. Wait, let me see. Was it bricks and just seashells? Of course, they're the only things I forgot. Seashells, seashells, that's all I need. Hey, Bulbasaur. Why is there a random tomato on the floor? I'm not gonna question it. Just accept. I have 16. I hope I don't need more than that. This is a lot of teleporting. Okay, we have a few minutes left on stream, so hopefully I can get the breaks before we shut off from live, but if not, it's good, it's fine. I don't think I needed too many more bricks. Oh, look at him over here, just working hard. What a cutie. Okay, he's giving us some more. Thank you. We got 2. What a cutie pie. Those eggs freak me out, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I need more shells. Where can I get shells? Oh. I know how to go looking. We are looking for shells. I don't know where they are. I think I might have collected them all from the beach. Which is so sad. No, there's one. I can't remember how many we needed. Why is my brain like so... I'm not gonna say that. My brain doesn't work. Hates me sometimes. No, I just want that. Thank you. I was pressing B. Dude. Did I get my shells? I did. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, I'm stuck again. Oh, there's a shell down there. I wish I could... Like, I can't even pick that up, dude. Where is that shell gone? It's like right down by there somewhere. Did I get it? Did I get the shell? Now, this is just such entertaining content, right? This is what everyone wants to see. Me battling with shells. Oh my lord. Anyone else see shells? Dudes. My dudes. All I need is shells. It is all I need. I need to bring Pepper up into this area. What is that? Nothing? Is this an area we're not allowed in? Okay. There's probably an easier way for me to get shells, but I just don't know it yet. And that's gonna just, I'll have to do it off stream. And you'll have to see my progress then, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and end the stream here. We have hit our mark for today. Slowly, I will be increasing the amount of time I stream. Now, I'm just sitting on the 2-hour mark. Sundays, I aim for 3 hours, but I'll hopefully be aiming for 3 hours through the week, and then 4 hours eventually on Sunday, and we'll go like that until I can stream a little longer. So yes, thank you to everyone who joined me. It's been great, and I hope to see you on Saturday, maybe. We'll do a Stardew weekend. I think that sounds cool. We'll do 2 hours of Stardew on Saturday and then 3 hours on Sunday. I think that sounds good. Thank you, Poolie. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we hit the 2-hour mark for the stream. I'll be here on Saturday to make up for Tuesday's missed stream. I think I'll do Stardew Valley or Pokopia. We'll see what mood I'm in. And then it'll be 3 hours on Sunday. The pain, yes, I'll be increasing my time slowly. Anyway, thank you guys. I will see you on the weekend. Have a good rest of your evening.